I remember when Neve was pregnant with Annie, the first one, and I met a guy one time and his wife was pregnant as well, and he'd already had 2 children, and he said to me, he says, you'll love that child more than you've ever loved anything before. And this was a big tough guy in the pub. He'd had a few points on him. I kind of didn't believe it. Like, how could you love anyone more than your mum and your dad or your wife? But you know what? It was so true, because it's a different kind of love. It's a protective kind of. It's a different love that it's personal. The love you feel for your children is unbelievable.
I think love is a feeling from your heart. My mommy and daddy, they bring me to the hospital and they had me born.
It's not all butterflies in the stomach and happiness and all that sort of stuff that's made out in films, really, is it?
Oh, it's totally not like that at all.
It's hard work.
Very hard work. Sometimes too much hard work.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, obviously it's worth it.
Would you agree on that?
I thought he was really nice, but I thought he was quite kind of childish or young, or I didn't have high expectations of him. It was just the week after that I went back and my friends were saying you weren't really very nice to him, so I kind of went over to apologise, and then it was kind of, we got talking and he was very persistent, so that's kind of how it all happened.
I thought it was once, but then I just kind of guessed it was more of infatuation than actual love, you know?
Santa and pizza.
Sand and pizza. Cool.
Pizza. Pizza. I love PlayStation because you can play games on it.
The first 6 months was writing, phoning. Then I moved over, I got a job. We had 2 years where she was on the west coast of Ireland, I was on the east coast. We seen each other every fortnight. Which on reflection, looking back, it was a good foundation, because then we moved in together after 2 years of this. And we shared a flat for 5 years, got to know each other really well. And after that then came the house, the marriage and the kids.
Anybody in the whole wide world. Would an arrow go through your heart?
Well, I think love is really God, because I think God makes everything happen.
We met in a nightclub called Spalla. Yes, we were very young at the time. We didn't see each other after that night. We had taken each other's numbers. I ended up going out with I was going out with another girl, kind of thing, and yeah, and about 6 months later, I rang the ways up, and we ended up going out for a night out, and we've been together ever since. They say holiday romances don't work. Well, that's probably true. I came over at 23 years of age from Birmingham to the west of Ireland. I met a girl. She was only 18. Back then it was the telephone box and writing letters. Make a long story short, 7 years later I married her. And that wedding was 10 years ago, so my wife and I have been together 17 years. And who said holiday romances don't work?
I love everyone that I know.
most of all, my mum and dad and my sister. I think love is in your heart waiting for you.
So I'm not worried about mortgages and bills anymore. Just, it's all about love for the family and appreciate what I do have and be thankful for what I have.